I think I'm gonna get a lot of heat in the comments for this comment.
Where are guns? Where are guns?
A little motion sickness after that one.
That's filled with boysenberry filling.
Well, my friends, we're currently at Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm is in California. I've never been here before. Refreshing to visit a theme park that I haven't been to before, so I'm gonna be like lost and figuring out where everything is. I heard they have amazing rides, amazing entertainment, and amazing food, so I'm really excited. Let's go in. Ticket prices are like $100 a day, which isn't bad, but the annual passes are pretty cheap. They're like $160 to $240.
They have a windmill right here, a giant K for Knott's. Heading into Ghost Town right now.
Knott's started as like a chicken dining restaurant, and it was so popular that they needed to build like attractions. So I believe in 1940, I might be wrong, then they built Ghost Town to kind of entertain the guests while they were waiting to get their chicken. So that's kind of like how Knott's Berry Farm evolved over the years. It started just as a chicken restaurant and evolved into one of the best theme parks in the United States and probably the world.
Now apparently Ghost Rider's down. A lot of you guys told me to ride this, but it's down for refurb, I believe, right now. So here's a little shot of the original chicken restaurant. Knott's Berry Place, 1933. And these are the Knotts. They're the ones who started Knott's Berry Farm. Here's a great picture of the lines that would be waiting for the chicken here. That's insane. Like, look at the benches here. It's all carved. Howdy, partner. Here lies Deadwood Dick. They have like a shooting gallery over here. $5 to $3. Keith wants to go to the Ghost Town Picture Gallery. We're gonna take one of these like cheesy old-timey photos together. So it's by appointment, so we're gonna set up an appointment now. For one person it's $35. We're gonna have 4 people, so it's gonna be $50. So they kind of have some different versions. You can dress up as military, gambler, cowgirl and cowboy, a proper lady, and then a saloon girl. Somebody took a photo of Marty and Doc visiting Knott's back in the day. It didn't go too well for him, it looks like.
Going full on mustard. We're gonna show you guys the picture at the very end of the video. It's good.
They have a stagecoach that gets pulled by horses.
What? At first I was like, wait, is that an animatronic? I was like, oh my god, those are real horses.
First ride of the day we're gonna do Silver Bullet. It said Jacob Mining Company entrance.
All right, that coaster was a lot of fun. I will suggest front row. You gotta do a front row, that's what we did. You go upside down, there's twists and turns, but it doesn't hurt your body like a lot of coasters. It's kind of like a smooth, fun, intense ride. I really enjoyed it. That's a great start to our day.
Calico Railway now. Train departs every 15 minutes. Here we go. This is the train we're about to ride. Oh no, it says, looks like there's delays. There's a rock slide, cattle on track, a damsel in distress. We're hopping on this train car.
We're in the train. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's gonna happen.
There's somebody looking at you.
What?
There's someone looking at you.
Outlaws.
Or a ghost.
Outlaws.
Got money? I need money.
What's happening now?
Where are guns? Where are guns?
I got a gun out here. But I got one. We want money.
Well, she needs some new clothes. She got poo on hers.
Let's go to the Calico Saloon right now.
Okay, so when you go in the saloon, you can get Boysenberry Punch. Now, we thought it was alcoholic, but it's actually non-alcoholic. Oh, it's nice and refreshing. I've never had a boysenberry, so this is my first entrance into the world of boysenberry. It's like a light, fruity berry punch.
That is now time for the Calico Mine Company.
All aboard.
many animatronics and projections of dynamite going off.
Bear here, but I don't know his name, so I'll just call him Mr. Boysenberry. They have giant metallic boysenberries. We're gonna be doing the latest ride here at Knott's Berry Tales Return to the Fair.
So this is the newest ride here at Knott's Berry Farm.
Now there's not too many people here. It's kind of like a walk-off. There's all these fairy tale creatures. It says Knott's Berry Tales Return to the Fair. So it's a 3D ride, so you have to get 3D glasses. Like Toy Story Mania, you're gonna hold your little mason jar blaster and then you pull on the string to shoot.
Most of those little like shooter games at theme parks, right? It's just screen, 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 like how Spider-Man at Avengers Campus. This is a great ride. So there's practical sets blended with the screen.
A berry factory car. We're now gonna be riding the Pony Express, the ride. You kind of like straddle the ride vehicle. It's kind of like Flight of Passage where it goes on your back.
That was an incredibly uncomfortable ride for an adult man. It's like a shorter kind of a coaster, but you're like straddling right this horse. You're really uncomfortable. It's just kind of like pushing into your stomach. It's just like you're like dangling over the horse because you're so big. And then as a guy, it just kind of, it squishes your meat and potatoes. It's very uncomfortable down there after riding that ride.
Here's the old school. Well, here's a little look at what a school would look like.
This is an old school. Mr. Knott bought the building in 1950 at auction price for $253.50.
I guess a recess. They had a cornhole. What a weird name for a shop. Why would they name it? Oh, we're supposed to stand on his grave?
That's what she says.
I thought we're not supposed to stand on a grave, but... Oh!
Do you hear that? When you stand on the grave.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, Davy Jones' heart.
What did he die from? Hiram Tavish's legend has the heart will beat again after 100 years. King of apple juice. Right next to him, E and B were here. And I think that says boot.
It is hot outside.
It is hot.
Drink some apple juice, it will hydrate your body.
Yeah, it's cool if you want to come over here, take your time and just kind of read all the little headstones. They all have kind of little funny stories. Caution, baby rattlers. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're so dangerous down there.
Oh.
We're going into Western Trails.
There's just so many like these little shops and storefronts you enter into, and each one is so very different. Like now we're in a museum right now.
All these different guns that were used. Different type of like branders to brand their animals. One of the original menus for the chicken dinner. I'm hoping it's $2.25. I wouldn't mind if it's that price. They have a little stand over here and they have churros. As you know, the boy loves churro. Gotta review the churros here. They have stuffed churros. Interesting little cherub babies. But you can see them making the churros like fresh.
This churro is piping hot. That's filled with boysenberry filling. Oh yeah. The sweet tartness from the berry. Cinnamon sugar. This is so good. Nothing beats a hot churro. Solid churro, 8.5. Really enjoyed that.
I got this churro sundae.
Oh my
with
god.
Strawberries.
I also ordered the ice cream sandwich. You're living your best life right now.
I'm on vacation. I love it.
They have stables here.
Use the neck also bothers him. For me, he'll be tolerant for a little bit, but there's a chance. Just don't touch him. I won't touch him.
There's a blacksmith right here. And he's making horseshoes. Alright, not today.
Come on.
The leg going out the window. Now back here, I've been told to come see Sad-Eye Joe.
Hey, who's out there?
Sad-Eye Joe, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing as good as anybody else in jail.
It's our first time here at Knott. Heard you've been stuck in here since 1940.
Oh yeah, it's been about that.
What do you do in your spare time? How do you not go crazy in here?
6 sides of the walls, or is it 4? I'm not really sure anymore. How many windows, how many doors, how many tops, how many floors?
What's the best thing to eat here at Knott's Berry Farm?
What have you heard? Anything boysenberry related, but I'm partial to any chips and popcorn the children like to throw at me. I don't suggest it, and it's against the rules, and it dirties the place up, but it is a nice snack.
What do they feed you every day?
Oh, mostly that. Yeah, I say a handful of popcorn in the morning just to get the blood pumping. You know, fiber and all.
Do they allow you any rec time, or are you just stuck here forever?
Well, you know, I mean, even when most of us have rec time or lounge time, we don't do nothing with it anyways. We just sit around watching TV. I just don't got a television.
What did you do to get in here in the first place?
Well, technically, I didn't do nothing. I mean, if you want to know the story, I took a horse that didn't belong to me. And now they want to label me a horse thief, but I didn't steal it. I was just borrowing that animal.
You allegedly took a horse.
Well, I mean, I did take it, but like I was going to take it right back when I was done. And you know what? That horse was tied up under a hot sun without any food and water, all alone. I was rescuing that poor creature, don't you think?
You're just being a good Samaritan.
I was, but it turned out to be the sheriff's horse, and he was pretty mad about it.
No.
But this is California, and they treat the inmates pretty well here, so I'm doing okay.
Do I need to get you out on bail? Is there a certain amount that will help you get out of here?
Well, I don't know. I think it's pretty hefty, somewhere around $5 or $6.
Well, I don't have that much.
I know.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that's all right. I still hope you have a good day here at Knott's Berry Farm, all right?
I'm off to eat barbecue right now.
Oh, well, enjoy, my friend.
Finally met Joe. I've heard about him for years, right? And I finally met him. He's just hidden right there in the corner.
Lunch, we're going to the Firemen's Brigade Barbecue.
Let's try some of the toast. See how this is. What is the steak sandwich? Take some sauce on it. Barbecue rundown. It's all right. The food is just so expensive for what you get. This is what, $30-something for a little bit of steak and a sausage. Sausage, I think we'll do like a 6 out of 10. Steak sandwich, again a 6 out of 10. Very meaty ochre.
Over here by the drugstore, and they have something very suspicious. They're selling Florida water, the universal perfume. The next ride we're gonna do here, Snoopy Sierra Sidewinder.
We're now gonna go on the Sierra Sidewinder. Apparently it's kind of like Primeval World, like the spinning coaster, but like crazier.
The ride vehicle looks like this.
Sierra Sidewinder is not a little kid coaster. You are spinning and getting some good G-force going. That's a worthy thrill ride here.
Over here they have a ride called Woodstock's Airmail. Now the whole reason Keith wanted to come here was to meet Snoopy. Now Keith, you've watched Snoopy, right?
No.
Snoopy. We just got off Sierra Sidewinder. Not a kid's ride. So much spinning. I don't know how you do it. Yes, yeah, a little motion sickness after that one. I also wanted to show you a little dance move.
You probably know how to. Do you know how to do the I can't do it. Hey.
Yes.
You know the one.
So good. After you meet Snoopy, they have a bunch of little photo ops. You can take photos next to it. They have Camp Snoopy's Flying Ace. Look at this little bear bench. What's a little high five? It's like Charlie Brown caught a Dwayne Johnson. Snoopy over there catching a fish. This Camp Snoopy is gigantic. This is like a kid's wonderland. We're going on this trail now, going over a barrel bridge. Oh! We've entered into a cave now. The Huff and Puff. Like these little mine carts that you like crank and you're gonna go around in a circle. That's great. These are the Linus launchers.
It's just like simple little kids rides, but if you're a kid, this is like the ultimate playground.
Camp Snoopys Theater is our next mission of the day.
Yes, Miss Othmar. I understand, Miss Othmar. Anything you say, Miss Othmar.
God, oh, it don't mean a thing, is it?
cute show for all the kids to watch and dance to.
A lot of cute merchandise for Snoopy and Boysenberry. It's a cool shirt. Got glitter on the little Boysenberry. We have a giant Snoopy in here. Here we go to the log ride. Here's our log.
I'm nervous. I know nothing about this and I don't know how wet we get. Pretty fast on this. We're like going through the rapids. No, 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 no. Log ride was so much fun. We are leaving Knott's Berry Farm right now. We're gonna be going to have Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner. This is what has been around for 70 plus years. The whole reason to come here. Will it be the best fried chicken I've ever had? Let's see.
Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant. Here's the giant chicken. I wonder if the portions will be that size. Mrs. Knott's Chicken Restaurant. Friends and family. Here's Mrs. Knott's in 1940 making some pies, it looks like. This is what the kitchen looked like. That's what the waitresses had to wear in the 40s. Sailors enjoying Mrs. Knott's chicken in 1940. Brought out biscuits, and I'm guessing that's boysenberry jam to go along with it. These look homemade. So there's a bunch of different options. They got the famous fried chicken dinner, they have roasted chicken, chicken pot pie, chicken and dumplings, chicken fried steak, chicken tenders, chicken and waffles. I put some boysenberry jam on the biscuit.
I want to see it.
This is a wonderful house-made biscuit. That sweet tart. Boysenberry jam. This is amazing. This is so good. Now it's time for boysenberry lemonade. This is like the definition of like old school dining. The biscuits are amazing. Now it's chicken noodle soup time. That ain't no watered down Campbell's chicken noodle soup. That's some good stuff. That might be the best chicken noodle soup I've ever had. It just feels homemade. It's so thick and brothy. The soup is a meal in itself.
Thank you, sir. Okay, well, underneath my chicken is a little waffle, and it comes with corn.
Here's my head. Here's the size of the plate. Will this be the best chicken I've ever had in my entire life? It looks pretty good. Got a little drumsticky here. Right, we're gonna bite into the chicken breast now.
You got boysenberry juice right there. What's better, apple juice or boysenberry?
Boysenberry is really good. Boysenberry.
Boysenberry?
Are you not the boysenberry king?
It's really good. Well, it's lemonade. This is the lemonade one. I can try to punch.
I'm shocked.
Linda, you shouldn't have. You're too good. I asked for whipped cream, and I got whipped cream with a side of pie.
Let me dig through here. So we got boysenberry pie for dessert with a whole can of whipped cream. We just finished the famous chicken dinner here at Knott's. I think I'm gonna get a lot of heat in the comments for this comment, but I wasn't impressed with the chicken at all. I love the boysenberry lemonade. I love the biscuits. I love the jam. That chicken noodle soup was some of the best chicken noodle soup I've ever had in my entire life. But then when it came to the actual entree, chicken was kind of boring. Wasn't much flavor on it. It was tender, but it was easily forgettable. It just kind of like blended in with all other chicken. And then the waffle wasn't airy and fluffy. It was very dense, kind of boring. Because I asked the server, what's the number one thing on the menu that everybody buys? She said the chicken and waffles. So that's why I got it. I wasn't impressed with the chicken. Sorry. I'm sure a lot of you guys think this is the best chicken in the entire world. I just didn't. I thought it was just kind of flavorless. Altogether, I think I'll give the restaurant a 7. I think if you're coming to Knott's, right, it's a must. You have to come visit here and enjoy the chicken dinner. It's just part of like doing the full experience. But like for when I come back next time, probably won't be going out of my way to come back and get the chicken dinner right now. Maybe like like 5 years from now, I might come back.
We're in the gift shop right now, outside of the theme park. I think I'm gonna buy this. It's a wanted poster for Sad Eye Joe. This is on the back. On the front it says Knott's Berry Farm. We're checking out. Keith, what do you have right now?
I have.
You're smuggling this across state lines. You know that.
I have 1, 2, 3, 6 Knott's Berry Farm Boysenberry Punch.
This is a concentrate. So you're gonna make bathtubs full of this stuff.
Yes.
And sell it on the black market
shower
in
with
Florida.
With my rubber ducky.
Okay, now guys, we're back at home from Knott's Berry Farm. Let's talk about our little trip. It was my first time going, right? It's been on my bucket list to experience Knott's, and it was truly something special and very unique. It's like no other theme park I've ever been to in my entire life. It's kind of got that like rich theming and atmosphere, kind of like how Disneyland has, but also kind of the extreme thrill rides that you would see at a place like Six Flags. There's just so much happening at that park. I highly suggest, if you've never been to Knott's before, you gotta go. We went kind of like during the slow season, so there's different festivals and events throughout the year. I really want to go to Knott's Scary Farm, the moment we've all been waiting for. So this is the photo that we took. It's $50. Ta-da! Oh my gosh. Look at it. So you got, I'm right there, Allison, Jessica, and Keith. Now this is like a proper souvenir. Look at that. Let me know down in the comments if you've been to Knott's, what should I do next time? What's like a certain food item that I need to try, or a certain ride that I didn't show up? There's just so much at Knott's. I kind of just scratched the surface of our one day there. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things theme parks and attractions around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
She got poo on hers.
Boysenberry Garter here.